Okay, so we have seen the configuration till here, how to deploy the non-clustered indexes group and then push the data using universal forwarder. How does this Splunk does the load balancing, right? So now for the end users, for your customers, you need to expose this data, right? Which is being ingested there on the uh, indexers group, because you won't be sharing the all these indexer IPs or the URL to your end users to access this Splunk, right? And even if you do that, the customer will have to log into all these three indexers separately to see all the data, right? Because as we discussed, this group is non-clustered one, so all of the indexer part of this group will be keeping just one event. Like one of the index, uh, one of the indexers among the group will be keeping one event, right? So that won't be replicated among other event indexers. So, and that's not advisable, right? That you expose your indexer to your end user. So to expose the data to your end users, what we are going to do now, we will be setting up the distributed search head, so that this search head is going to pull the data from all these indexers, and then this will expose that ingested data to the end user. So for that, I have already spun up a new instance in AWS, and I've already installed Splunk, the full component of Splunk Enterprise. This is .66, right? .201. .66. So this is the search head which I have configured. And if you see currently, so this is a standalone Splunk Enterprise installation. And I'm going to configure it as a search head. For now, you see, it has its own data only. And our requirement is to populate all the indexers data here, right? All these three indexers what we have configured in our previous session. So to do that, you just need to go to settings and then distributed search. So just see whether the distributed search is on or not. So it's on. You just keep the default settings and then configure the search peer. So we want this search head, let's pick this IP, to start. So this search head will be pulling the data from this search head. So server name or IP and then the management port. You need to provide the username and password of this indexer machine. That what is configured during the installation, right? If you remember. Okay, just configure it. Okay, just wait for a few seconds and see if the search head can pull the data from this indexer. Currently, we have just one event on the index. Yes, we can see that here now. So we are able to see this indexer data on our search head now. Let's do the same for other two indexers as well. So what this instance of Splunk is doing, polling basically, it's polling the data from the indexer machine. Provide the username password of second indexer. And you can see the replication status as well, right? So this indexer successfully replicated the data to this instance of Splunk, which is our search head. do for third indexer as well. Okay, so the second indexer also replicated to search it. Just wait for third indexer to complete. So that's initiated. Should be replicated soon. Okay, in progress, and it won't take much time because we have just few events, right? So all three indexes data replicated to this search head now. Now, if you run the search query here on the index test, you see all these four events, and the four events coming from the one event from indexer 1, two events from indexer 2, one event from indexer 3. So this way, you can segregate and pull all the data to your search head, and now you can expose this data to your customers, to your end users using this search head. So you just need to provide them the access of this instance of Splunk, and they should be able to see all the ingested data in Splunk. Okay. Yeah. And if you want to see the host details, I think in the metadata we passed something, if I remember. Host name. Yeah, host name is there. EF1, EF2. Okay. So we have all the data here now. Okay, I think that's it for this session then. Thanks.